guys, that big word that we don't like to say out loud, or that we don't like to realize that we're actually in, and that is fear. And at some point or another, fear has kept you from something, right? Something. And we're going to talk about that this morning. But before we get started, I'm going to have the ladies let the ladies know who they are and what they do. And I have a giveaway. So those of you who need certain things like printer or a new laptop or a new tripod or a new phone, some of y'all walking around here with some cracked phones going live, look a little bit blurry. I'm going to help you guys out. Get a chance, get inside my giveaway by going to bit.ly/your success 2019, bit.ly/your success 2019, and get in on my giveaway. But you have to do two things first. You have to share this broadcast out and then go over to that link. So listen, ladies, I'm going to have these awesome panelists, Alita's on. Hey, Marielle. Hey, Darlene. They're going to definitely be sharing their perspective on fear. But first, let's get into the intro. Yes! Oh my God. Love it, love it, love it. All right, let's get started, everyone. Once again, thank you everybody for hopping on this morning. Happy Saturday to everyone. So we're going to kick it off first with Alita, then Marielle, then Darlene. Then Darlene. All right, Alita, go ahead, sis.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I am so excited to be here this morning. Thank you, Letitia, for inviting us on panel today. I am Alita Smith. I am your reliable, results-driven accountability strategist. I help you recognize your worth by empowering you to take control of your actions while creating a more fit, energized, and transformed you. As the founder of Growth by Steps, my mission is to help you recreate the body that you desire before buying it.
Awesome, Alita. Thank you, Marielle.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday and happy 1st of December. We're starting to play my favorite months because it's my birthday and it's Christmas. So, my name is Maria Morales and I am the creator of the Life Artist Formula. I am your diabetes, image, and confidence advisor, and I believe every woman with diabetes deserves to fall in love with the woman in the mirror all over again and live a life free of socially imposed limitations and stigmas. I help you transform your image inside and out so that you can be healthy, feel beautiful, be confident to become the artist of your own life.
Amazing. Love you, Marielle. Now, last but never least, Miss Darlene.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday and welcome to December. I believe that every woman should be financially independent and fiscally responsible to live her best life. My name is Darlene Anthony and I am your money mindset maven. I am the CEO of Purpose to Freedom and the creator of the Money Mindset Movement. I help you define and develop a mindset of abundance and freedom through education, empowerment, and encouragement. My mission is to help you enjoy and live an unregrettable life and birth the true you, the you that you don't want anyone to see, that's been living inside of you in purpose, on purpose.
That's right. And thank you so much for that, Darlene. So we're going to really just jump into this conversation because I know today is December 1st. And let me tell you something. We on panel, we are excited about what's to come in the next, 30, 31 days? We're excited. You know, here's what's happening. Right now, people are just focusing on closing out the year. We're focusing on getting ready for 2019, right, ladies? Absolutely. Like, seriously, like 2018 is gone. Right. If you're trying to say, you know what, let me try to bang it out this for the next 31 days so that I can make sure I end the year on a good note. No, you're way behind. We're getting set up now for 2019. So I'm so excited. I woke up this morning and I was just so, I know, not even this morning, since last night when I even told these awesome panelists that I want to invite them on the show for today. I'm so excited about what's to come in the next 31 days. Like, I am on go mode to the point where I can even articulate my conversations, right? Because we got to get fear off the table. You know, either you're going to do it or you're not. Like my mentor says, either you're F yes or you're F no. And that's it. There's no in between. There's no ramp up. You know, either you're in the game or you're not, you know, and I know for a fact from now until the 31st that you're going to get challenged. Okay, we're excited right now, but all the ladies on this panel knows there's going to be challenges. It's going to come along. There's going to be hiccups, but we got to keep pushing, ladies. Somebody type the word push. It's about just doing, just getting out there and going live and posting and engaging with your audience and getting in front of people that don't know who you are. And that's what this month is all about. So really, you know, today is about Domination December. You know, that's what we're doing for the next 31 days. So thank you, ladies, so much for being on panel this morning. And we're going to continue on with this conversation. So once again, ladies, the topic that is on the table for today is fear. And I'm going to ask these ladies 4 questions. I'm going to start off with myself. Is what was that big thing that you were afraid to do when you first started working your business? For me, it was just getting started, right? What held me back was me thinking in the back of my mind, what if this person says this? Or what if I look crazy? Or what if people don't get my New York slang? Or what if my husband don't like what I'm doing? I first started with this huge, big fear that left this huge elephant in the room, and it kept me from getting started, which was my biggest struggle. And people don't understand the amount of stress that fear puts on you, where it keeps you stuck in this situation, in this box, and you just feel like you're this big old huge bomb that you want to just explode, but you're being held back because fear is getting in the way. So getting started for most of us, especially in the morning, you know, some of us don't kick our day off until like 12, 11, or sometimes well into the evening on Saturday. We don't kick off in the morning because it's the weekend. Kick it off, like Gary Vaynerchuk says this, you know, most of us are just working for the weekend. We're just working for that 2-time vacation a year. And that's not how you should be living your life. Your life is way more than that, right? And we need to get out there more and do the things that we love and so passionate about. But fear is not something to be like, you got to recognize fear, but you got to fight through fear. So my biggest challenge in the beginning was I had a big fear of just getting started. It's a lot on the line just getting started. So go ahead, Alita.
Yes. Okay. So my biggest fear as far as getting started as an entrepreneur, my thing was actually talking to people. Like, I was really good with like meeting people. I'm good with my personality. But when it came to actually introducing the things that I know is going to help people, I was actually afraid to actually talk to people in that respect. You know, they don't know me in that capacity, or, you know, I'm going to get rejected. You know, that was probably the main thing, not so much as talking to someone, the fact that they're going to tell me no or shut me down, or, you know, or just give me that, oh, you used to do this and now you're doing this type spiel. You know what I'm saying? Because I have done other things and I didn't complete them, and or got out for whatever reason. And then now here I am doing something else. And it's the fear of actually talking to people and letting them know, you know, this is what I'm doing now. Would you like to be a part of it? Or would you like more information on how I can help, you know, with your transformation? Or, you know, just talking to people was one of my fears. Actually just messing up if I did talk to someone, not really knowing everything that I needed to know to help them, because some people are like bookworms. They want to know A, B, C through Z about what you're doing. And I'm not always into the knowledge part either. So I'm just being honest. And I didn't want to have to get drilled. I don't like tests. I wasn't good at tests in school. You know, I knew the work, but when it came to actually getting in front of that test, it's like, what happened to my knowledge? It went out the window. And, you know, that kind of makes or breaks some people, because in this industry, they always want to show me, when did it work for you? How did it work for you? And I'm trying to explain to them I'm going through. So it's going to work. You know, I don't know why you want to wait, but it was just mainly the talking and being afraid of rejection. I don't want to take anybody's answer, so I'm going to leave it there.
You know, and one thing, especially when it comes to us women, we think we need things that we don't need. You know, we think we need certificates and degrees. And yes, for certain industries, especially when you're scaling, those things come along. But your life experiences qualifies you, you know, to teach or to sell or do whatever it is that you're doing. It qualifies you. I was listening to a sermon this morning, and it talked about, you got to know your why. We know what we want to do every day, but we don't know why we're doing it. But we want God to bless us on the what. He ain't gonna bless us on what we want to do. He want to know why you want to do this. How's it going to help my kingdom? You know, because everything we doing every day is kingdom work. Whether you believe in God or Buddha or whatever, it's something big. You got to build something. You got to build a mission that's bigger than your business idea. You know, you got to build something that gives you freaking goosebumps. And we got to stop playing around when it comes to our destiny and saying, well, I'm afraid, or I'm nervous, or I don't know how. You got to just try stuff until you get that one big thing, right? Marielle can even share her story, her message. You just got to try some things out, see what works. And if something don't work, guess what? That's a good thing. Try something else. Keep going. Oh, my brother Melvin Witten is on here. Everybody say hi to my brother.
Hello.
Yes, my brother owns his own restaurant. And let me tell you something. We grew up around entrepreneurs every day, all day. You know, our father was a mechanic. I mean, we just exude that. And it's hard. So many ideas, failures, setbacks, and just keep pushing forward. That's just the name of the game. And I get what you're saying, Alita, when you feel that you need certain things that makes you qualified, but you already showed yourself approved that you can do anything that you want to do, right? So we're going to hop on over to Marielle. Marielle, same question. What was that one thing that you were so afraid of that kept you from moving forward?
Well, I don't have one thing, so can I share two?
Yes, go ahead.
First of all, it was getting out of my comfort zone, what I was most afraid of.
Yeah.
I don't like pain. I don't like being uncertain, and I don't like being uncomfortable. And I think a lot of us don't. So I have always been a risk taker, but I do it in fear, and that creates a ton of stress on me, to the point that I will even get seizures from all the stress that I put on myself trying to make a decision that was going to please everybody except for me. So the second one was not pleasing people and being judged for the change, being judged for changing and trying a new skill set. Listen, I've been a diabetes educator for 13 years. It's what I'm really good at. And I wanted to become a makeup artist. And everybody's, what are you talking about? You've gone to school for many years. You've done so much training. You had an amazing job. Why do you want to all of a sudden change? And I said, I just need to find some more passion in my life. And I got to blend them both. So I had to just go and get rid of the fear and just quit my job, my corporate job of 13 years, and jump in to build a business that I had no idea what it was going to be about. I knew I liked certain things, but I didn't really know exactly what I wanted to do. And in the process of trying things, you still live with this fear of rejection, like Alita says, and this fear of being judged and being talked about and made fun of. And of course, the fear of failing. What if everything I try to do doesn't work and I lose all this money I invested? So those were, I think, my main three fears.
Absolutely. And even going to the investing part, when you invest in your business, it really shows to yourself, is like, this is my personal level of commitment. And investment does not happen one time. It has to happen over and over and over again in order for you to maintain your business. Another thing is that when you really start going hard, because I know most of you guys, you're MLMer, you're a network marketer, you're a coach. I know for a fact that when you start your business, when you start really going super hard at it, it's going to test the people around you. There's going to be some people that just going to have to get left behind, or might have to just be put on pause, or just not spoken to as much and stuff like that. It doesn't just test you. as an entrepreneur, as a distributor, coach, or consultant, it tests the people around you so hard where you're going to start to realize who's really for you or really just about themselves, you know? And it allows you to really get to a point. For me, I started to realize and see people for who they truly are. That was the challenge for me, to where you think somebody supports you and you're like, dang, this person really doesn't support you. Because a lot of people will support you because you're doing for them. They'll support you all day as long as you're lifting them up. But when it comes to a point to where your focus is on something else for certain years, you know, or ever how long you need to make a breakthrough, it's going to test the people around you. It's going to test their integrity. It's going to test their level of support. It's going to test everything. Just know that, because I know many of you guys, those of you who are watching live or on the replay, it's like you're getting to a point where you're like, why is this person acting this way? Or why is this person saying this to me? They're being tested, and you have to be in that position to know, to say, you know what? I'm going to test some people. I'm going to see if this person is really for me or against me, you know? So yeah, go ahead, Darlene.
Man, y'all have taken everything that I've wrote down. I'm like, oh, yes. Rejection. That's a childhood thing, you know, with, you know, my daddy issues. Being judged, that's with the buck teeth and the not this and the not that type of things. Not feeling that I was relevant and people judging me from where I came from, because I came from nothing, and you don't have this pedigree, and you're thinking that, you know, who are you to come and say, you know, this is what I'm doing and come follow me? Like, girl, I knew you before you knew who you were, and now here you coming to me telling me that you can do this, that, and the other. You know, all of this is playing in my mind, and I'm like, and like Alita said, you know, the fear of just talking to somebody. I'm usually that wallflower that's, you know, playing the background and listening, but I'm taking in a lot of stuff. And, you know, when I get around different people, you know, I just can't keep my mouth closed. But initially it's like, I don't want to really say nothing. I don't want you to know what I'm doing. But how am I supposed to get some people to join me? But I'm afraid to talk to you. So that's a huge, huge, huge fear. What else I said? Yep. And then just opening my mouth to talk to people about what it is that I do and what changes I can help them make and what impact that I can have in their lives. So absolutely. Everything, all the above, ditto.
Absolutely. And again, thank you so much, Darlene. I know that those of you who are watching us resonate with at least one thing that we said this morning. So I want to jump into the next question is, what has fear robbed us from? Because when you are out there focusing on fear, focusing on, oh, I'm uncomfortable, or I'm nervous, or I don't think people are going to care about what I have to say, it's robbing you from something. You know, for me, you know, me focusing so heavily on the struggles that I had with getting started kept me actually from leaving my job much earlier, much sooner, right? Much sooner. It kept me from getting in front of the people who needed what I have to offer, right? It kept me from being myself. When you start a business, there's a whole nother level of self-discovery that you start to realize in yourself that you didn't even know that you have, your passion, your endurance, your hustle. It brings it all out to the point where you're like, oh my God, I can make my own money. I can make however much money I want to make. I don't have to be with somebody or be in a situation that I feel I need to be in. I could be in a situation because I want to be in, which is the best position to be in, period. Because when you have that mentality that I can get up and go, or I can say yes or no if I felt like it, it's a whole nother level of self-discovery, to where now you are more in control than you think you are. You're in control of what schools your children go to. You're in control of what businesses your children decide to birth. You're in control of all of that, right? It's so valuable and important. So, Alita, like, what has fear kept you from? What it has robbed you from? I mean,
definitely first, it robbed me from the opportunity.
Yeah.
It robbed me from the opportunity that I got started for, right? Everybody has a why. Why are you here? You know, And my biggest thing is getting out of my current situation. So if I'm saying I'm doing this because of something, and I use that same because to keep me from it, does that make sense? And I have a quit date. I had a quit date actually, and it kept me from fulfilling my quit date. So it's like those things should probably knock me down, but I'm still here. I'm showing up today in my truth. And it hurts sometimes, and it gets discouraging. It gets scary. It gets even scarier. You were already scared of being a failure. So when you get to those goals and you don't fulfill them, that even impacted me even more mentally, right? So it robbed me from my clarity. It robbed me from joy. I'm not being that beacon of light to someone. It robbed me from helping somebody else. So that's what it did, right? But I'm still here. I'm standing in my truth, and I'm so glad that we're doing this, because we're able to encourage that someone that's still having these same reservations, that still haven't hit that go live button, that still hasn't reached out to that person that keeps telling them on the back end that they need something that they have, and they haven't said anything. You know, my main thing is I can't have a mission if I don't get to, the people, if I don't reach out. So I'm keeping my mission in the dark. It robbed me. It robbed me. I robbed me.
That's right. And thank you so much for sharing that. We all can say, I had this one lady that went on my live the other day. She was like, I love my job. And that's great. You can love your job to death. But when you're in certain industries, you're probably in one of them. If you ever went to the HR department or to your boss and say, well, what is my cap? I had to have this conversation with myself. Like, what is my cap? How much can I actually make if I worked at this job for 30 years, for 40 years? For some of y'all, it's $55,000 a year. For some of y'all, maybe it's much less. Like, where you can't go no higher than what you're making right now unless you take on another position, which even if you do that, is not that big of a difference, right? Because taxes eat lots of stuff up the more money you make. Like, you have to have, like my sister was talking about getting a raise. I'm like, they have to give you at least 12% more. Like 2%, 3% more. That's nothing. Taxes is going to eat that up. But because we live in New York State, so it's heavy out here. But then, I sent Alita a message a couple weeks back where even in her industry, people are making over collectively $63 billion industry. So now your cap is higher. You know what I'm saying? It's not the fact of, well, maybe I don't know enough to get a higher position, or maybe I don't have enough experience. No, maybe you're in the wrong industry. Maybe you're trying to dig off the wrong land. When you get into waters that you got $63 billion water right there, honey, that's all money. That means that you could cap out at $1 million, $2 million, however you want. It's like when you get in where you can fit in, get your piece of that. It's so crazy how when you reposition your perspective and say, well, how high can I really go at the current position that I'm at without me having to kiss some butt so I can get a higher position or look for another job or whatever it is. You got to decide, what can I create off of what I already know, and what is my industry currently making right now? It's a whole nother level of conversation. So when you think about what fear is robbing you from, it's robbing you from that. Because you go back on Monday and you're working hard for somebody else and you're only capping out at $55,000. You're only capping out at $45,000, which is not enough to put your children through college, right? Which is not enough to live the lifestyle or actually go for the mission that you want to go for. And it all makes sense when you really take a moment to look at it. Because a lot of us are fighting for prestige, right? We're fighting for a title. We're fighting for a position. For what? What is that going to do in the long haul? If you're going to retire and only make, $1,400 off of Social Security a month? End up in one of those homes, I'm saying anything wrong with that, with people you don't even know or love? Not worth it. Not worth it. Go ahead, Mario.
Well, it robbed me from fear. Robbed me from a lot of the things that you already talked about.
Yeah.
But it really kept me. It robbed me from peace, and it robbed me from living my fullest potential, because I was boxed up I was in a little box where I could only teach these people. I could only talk about these topics. I can only reach this many people because I cannot go everywhere I need to go. And that is what a job was doing for me. Yeah, I was getting paid a tremendous amount of money with amazing benefits, but I couldn't teach everything I has been given by God to teach. And I was not able to reach as many people. So I felt invisible. I was never able to get promoted because I was being held to metrics and numbers that I couldn't meet, because the area that I was working in did not really meet the numbers that they were requiring. Yet I still had all of this knowledge and all of this energy and passion to help people with diabetes. And I couldn't, because I was limited to only go to these places, talk to only these people. And if they're not on their product that you're representing, you can't talk to anyone else. And so it kept me invisible. And that's why I always feel like now that I have my own business, I broke out of that cocoon. Now I am visible. My voice can be heard as far as possible. Nobody can tell me I'm only limited to this area or this territory or this amount of people that I can talk to. So it robbed me from that, and it robbed the people that I could help from getting help, like Alita said, because I couldn't get to them.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead, Darlene.
Hey. Man, what Alita said was like, oh my gosh, she said, I robbed me. And that just, it was like a dagger into my soul, because fear, all this year I've been, dealing with this fear and will go and then draw back, will go and then draw back, because I'm fearful. And I did a post today, fear and faith can't reside in the same place. Mm. And this is not for you guys. This is really for me. I'm talking to myself. Fear and faith cannot reside. I cannot say that I have faith and I'm afraid. I can't say that I have faith and I'm just so fearful that it cripples me, that I'm not able to do the things that I know that I need to do. And then Marielle talked about, she's done this education and been a part of this thing for 13 years, and she's restricted in teaching. Hello. I'm a teacher by trade. That wasn't what I decided to do. As a matter of fact, my goal originally was to get into engineering. Then I was like, no, I want to get into finances. And then I settled. Hear the word I said. I settled to be a teacher in the classroom.
What?
I have this.
How many of y'all are settling? What? Wow. Go ahead.
And I'm limiting myself into this. I don't even know how big my classroom is, but I'm limiting myself into these four walls and teaching some people.
You about to make me run up them crew, honey. Like
they don't want what I got. Yes. And so I finally realized I've robbed myself of reaching out and going out into the unknown. Yes. That's a fear. And saying, you know what? I don't want to be boxed in this classroom. I don't want to be boxed in this limited space. I want to go out there and see who my people really are. Because the 140 kids that I see on a daily basis, they're really not my people. There's just a small percentage of them that are my people. And this mindset thing, I give it to them, but some don't get it until later, and it's draining. What Marielle said, I'm robbing myself of peace. I'm in my classroom, and anybody ever, have you ever been in a place and you're looking out and your lip quivers? You're so angry and you want to cry. I get that. I feel that every single day in my classroom. And it's been that way for a couple of years, and I've known what I needed to do.
Yes.
I know what I needed to do, but I didn't know how to get there.
Yes.
And met a leader. And I think that had I not met a leader, I never would have known who Letitia was.
Oh,
and
yes.
I never would have known what I really wanted to do. So it's that 6 degrees of separation is real.
Yes, it is.
And for years I've robbed myself of that. Seeing the world is my oyster, and being stuck in the classroom it's not doing it for me anymore. And so by not succumbing to, I'm allowing fear to rob me of getting out there and seeing what the possibilities are.
Amen. And let me tell you guys something. Somebody asked me like months back, like back in the summertime, like, oh, you ain't stressed, trying to get out there and build your business, and it's not heavy for you. Working a job is heavier, because whenever you're focusing on helping somebody else accomplish their goals, their vision, build their business, that is a heavier load than you can ever imagine. Because I know back when I worked my 9 to 9, it was stressful. Around this time of year was stressful. I used to come home all the time with an attitude. I didn't want to speak to nobody. Might as well tell you. I wouldn't even have the radio on in my car on the way to work. I didn't want to hear nobody talking to me. I didn't want to hear nobody asking me no questions. And when you have a lot of children like myself, it's hard to walk in a house without somebody trying to interact with you. So really I was having to help as going through the process of helping somebody else's business, right? I ended up sacrificing relationships and time with my own children and my own family members, right? Because carrying on somebody else's load is heavy. Because while that person up top going on around this time of year, my boss used to be on vacation. Okay, he used to be away from the office. He didn't want to deal with the fog. You can literally cut the tension with a knife. Okay, because all year everybody was laughing, kikiing, but around fourth quarter, it was everyone for themselves. That person you went to, go ahead, Alita, go ahead, sis.
And what I wanted to kind of touch on was, Darlene said about the settling and how we're settling for those, those 9 to 5s. And what you have to realize and really keep in the forefront is that settling never gets better.
Nope.
That situation will never improve.
No, ma'am.
That same Monday is going to come back around. That same feeling's going to come back around. It don't matter if you start getting to work on time. It don't matter if you start working later. Yep. That settling is never going to change.
It gets worse.
Right. It gets worse. And especially when you know what's out there that's better that you're working towards. It gets hard for me to sit at that job every day. I'm settling, but it's because I have to, but it's getting harder for me to sit at that job and really just be like, I'm cool with this. I'm not cool with it.
Exactly.
At all.
Yep. And it gets worse because I'm speaking from my own personal experience where I had a job in the beginning where I loved and liked for years. Even though it was hard, even though it was a struggle and the work just kept on piling up, then you get a boss that you don't like. Because people come and go. And you may end up getting that boss, or not even a boss, but maybe you get a coworker that they just hired, and she's just like, oh my gosh, every time she walk in, your mood changes. Right? You don't even want, it's hard. Let me tell you about avoiding people. It's hard. It's more energy to avoid somebody than to just be nice. Have you tried, type in me if you ever had a moment where you didn't like a coworker, you like somebody, and just when they walk in the room, just trying to make sure you pass them without giving no eye contact, without saying nothing to them. Towards the end of my employment, I had a horrible boss, and I had one girl that I couldn't stand. Okay? We be in meetings, and I'll be under, y'all hear me? I'll be under my breath saying something stupid. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be waiting for her to say something like, what you say? What? And I used to just be waiting for her to respond, And it's stressful. It's stressful. I'd rather be home with my kids than sitting here trying to avoid speaking to somebody. But we live in that lifestyle every day, and we got to realize that it's a choice. Nobody's telling you have to be there. It's a choice. Either you choose to stay and go from one person to the other person to the other person. One day you get lucky, which never happens. or you decide another path for yourself. And you know, at the end of the day, it's a choice. At the end of the day, it's a choice. So we're on the third question, right, ladies? Let's get Darlene here back on. Go ahead, sis. So we're on the third question now, which is, how did you overcome that fear? And let me tell you something. One thing about me is that I don't feel that I've overcame fear. I just fight through fear. Child, I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? And I am not afraid to say it. I'm afraid, and I'm still roaring. That you guys know my inner animal. I'm a lion. You know what I'm saying? So when I do my what is it called? My anchoring. When I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh, I'm about to do this show, blah, blah, blah. I throw stuff out there just to hold myself accountable. And then I'll be like, oh shit, Letitia, why'd you do that? I'll be trying to back out of things, and I'll be like, dang it. You know, next thing you know, my coach in my speech like, Tisha, you still coming? I'm like, you know, yeah, let me go over there and pay for my ticket. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I just throw out stuff out there just to hold myself accountable. But let me tell you something. I fight through fear. I show up every day, fear. I travel all the time, fear. I do what I do every day through fear. But you got to fight fear. You got to fight through it and know that it's coming. For me, fear has always been a confirmation that I'm going in the right direction. Because if I'm doing something that makes me comfortable or that makes me feel safe, you know, I'm not growing. My bank account's not getting larger. I'm not getting in front of more people. So you guys have to fight through fear. You know, if you're just still going to stay stuck in this little corner and you're going to be like, well, I'm scared, you're not going to grow. You got to keep going, you know, jab, right hook, even when you're afraid. Like, you got to be like Mama used to say, if you don't go out there and whoop her ass, I'm going to whoop your ass. Flat out. Pat, my mama Pat, you said it to me all the time. And trust and believe, I went out there and went ham. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to go back in the house. You know what I'm saying? And get what mama was going to give me. So you got to have that mentality sometimes. Either I'm going to go out there and I'm going to just crush it or attempt to crush it. Because your business can grow just on the attempt on what you do every day. Just on you just hitting the ground running, your stuff can get bigger. And that's the matter of the fact. Go ahead, Alita.
Oh my goodness, girl. You better get out there and whoop that, or I'm going to whoop you. Girl,
Look me right in the eye.
I ain't never had to be in that situation. You know, but I sure know a lot of people that have, and you know, right. And that's just like an old tale right there. That's what, man, that's old school right there.
Yes, it is.
On that one. But you know, that's so true. You really don't get over it. But something that kind of like helps me is that I've started to believe in myself a little bit more. Well, really a lot more. I've started to make sure that I'm being my authentic self. I've accepted who I am as an individual, as an entrepreneur, with the way that I talk, with the way that I present, you know, my services, my products, the way that I look. I've just accepted so many things that I was making excuses for not doing. And I remind myself every day, and this is one that I'm really starting to do. I'm reminding myself that I am absolutely unemployable. That's my new truth. I am absolutely unemployable. Yeah, I can do your work, but I'm not the team player. I'm not the clock in and clock out. I'm not the you running my time and you telling me.
That's a t-shirt.
Good morning.
That's a t-shirt.
Hello.
LaShonda.
Listen, y'all, and you got to start telling yourself these things and say it out loud. I'm telling myself out loud. I did try to go find me another job that paid more money. I didn't get the job. I wasn't supposed to. God said you had a quit date. Why are you going to find another job? You looking for more money, you're going to receive your fruits of your labor. Have you given enough labor to receive those fruits? Right? And I was just like, Lord, you know. And he does know. He's not going to make you settle for something that you have absolutely confessed that I don't want. I don't want it. I'm unemployable. Right? So I'm speaking my truth out loud. I am creating my own comfort zone. And I think those are the things that have actually helped me overcome my fear. Learning what works for me. That first step that I took was getting Letitia as my coaching business mentor. I'll never regret that day. That'll be a day that will always stick with me. The day that I said yes to Letitia's coaching program. She made it look easy. She made it look doable. And you know what? That little thing in my little stomach just started churning. That's my Holy Spirit. That's how the Holy Spirit talks to me, through my belly. We just get pregnant. We just get pregnant. And that's just the Holy Spirit. And then, like I said, that building that confidence in who I am, the things that keep me going, that my passion, and fear, it's no room for that. It's nowhere in there that says that I have to be afraid. There's nothing in there that says I still can't do what I set out to do while being afraid. Accepting that I am afraid, accepting that I'm going to have wins and losses, right? Accepting that I might forget to do something sometimes, but it's not the end of the world. Accepting that life is going to come even so. So that's how I'm able to overcome some of these fears, because if you think about the good and weigh it against the fear, that fear list is going to stop. It's not going to keep going with the things that you have in store for your life. That fear only can go so far. That fear can only take so much time out of your life. And you're going to be like, I'm writing down everything I'm afraid of. It's going to be about maybe 10 things. And then here's everything that I can do if I get myself out of the way. If I go ahead and start working into my truth. If I go ahead and start helping this many people. If I go ahead and start recreating who I am. Accepting who I am. That list is going to grow. And it's just going to cloud out everything on list number 1, which is the things that should keep you from it. But they're not.
That's right. I mean, you hit it on the nail. We got to stop settling. Go ahead, Mario.
Oof, you're making me anxious here, Alita. I am unemployable as well. I'm not going back, no matter what. And you know what I started doing to get rid of fear, which, like Letitia said, the fear is in there every time. Every time I'm going to press that live button and put my makeup on camera, I sweat bullets. I shake like a leaf, and my English disappears from my head, and all I do is think in Spanish. So it is terrifying for me to do it every single day I go live. It is terrifying for me to think, what if there's a makeup artist there that's better than me watching me do it and thinking, she doesn't know what she's doing. Why is she saying this? And it's terrifying for me to wonder what my ex-coworkers from the diabetes world are thinking about me, just putting my face on camera and talking about something different. But every day, I still press that like button and I still post something and I still say I'm going to do this because I don't want to be invisible ever again. And whenever I feel like going back into that fear and stepping into that persona again, I talk to myself like I would talk to a daughter, or like I would talk to my best friend, like I would talk to any of you ladies. Did you like it when you were in the background? Mariel, did you like when you were invisible? Did you like it when you spoke and nobody heard? Well, if you didn't like it, why are you going back to it? And then I just go forward. So yes, fear is something we're going to battle every single morning, every single day, every single time you think of a new idea and you're like, will people even like this? Will people need it? Will people want it? And there's always somebody there that needs it or wants it. And when I disappear, the few times that I have allowed my fear to take over, my emotions to take over, my feelings of rejection to take over, I have, backed off from being available and from being visible. And then the people that were listening have suffered. And they have said, where were you? I needed that word again. I needed to hear what you were going to say. I needed to learn that new makeup technique. I needed to learn how to make my face not be so dry and cracked. I needed to learn how to control my sugars, and you weren't there to tell me. So kick fear in the ass, and I'm going to say ass. Kick it every day and talk to yourself like you would talk to your daughter. Do you go tell your daughter or son or family member, yeah, step outside of the house, but please be afraid of everything that's going to happen as soon as you step out of that house. You don't, right? You tell them to go take on the world. You go tell them to be fearless, to be brave, to be courageous, and to speak up and be heard. So that is what I do to overcome fear. And of course, I have to surround myself with people that, even though they are fearful, they are fearless, like the ladies that are here on panel.
That is right. And if you guys haven't done so, go over to bit.ly/your success 2019. Make sure that you go to that link. Another thing is that, you know, we had people hundreds of years ago who died and who made some major sacrifice in order so that we can enjoy the pleasures that we enjoy today. So we can even go back into our pedigree, into our ancestry, right? They'll be smacking some of y'all in the face right now, like, what the hell? You need to get up and go, because I died for you, so that you can have what you have, so that you're able to wake up and get on that button as a woman and go live and make your own money, whatever it is. Somebody passed on just so that you can seize and dominate and have dominion over your own opportunities. And that's what I think about every day. Make your ancestors proud. You may not know their names. You may not have never seen their faces. But at the end of the day, each and every one of us, whether you're watching this live or on the replay on the panel, somebody died for you. Somebody died for you so that you can push your dream and that your passions, your vision, your mission can move forward. You know, and we have to stop living in that mind frame that unless somebody is cheering us on, we ain't gonna go. We gotta go anyway. Whether even we have a room full of no people, even if we go live and there's 0 people watching, it doesn't matter. We have to just keep going, because we have more on the line than we think we do. We think we'll have all the time in the world on our hands, right? Oh yeah, December 1st, this is December 1st, or it's Saturday, so I'm gonna chill. We always think that we have all the time in the world, and we don't. We really, really don't. Very soon we're all gonna be old, tired, and retired, and we're gonna look back and say, what the hell have I done? I could have made more money, or I could have took advantage of that opportunity. I could have took that risk, even though everybody told me not to. I could have still do it and see what happens. Because just because something don't work out doesn't mean that what you're doing is wrong. You just got to do something else until it works out. You just got to keep taking chances until it works out. And realize that fear, if you're going to live in fear, is going to cost you. It's going to cost you more than what you think it is going to cost you. Go ahead, Darlene.
Ooh, this is so awesome. So awesome. I'm looking at the word overcame, and you know, I got to get teachery for just a moment.
That's right.
Overcame, it's a past tense verb, and it makes it seems like it's already done. But I want to get some present participles in there for you. Overcoming. There's this action that needs to take place, meaning it's a continuous thing. It's ongoing. So I have not overcome. I'm still overcoming this fear. So how do you do that? Well, what I did, I thought about it last night. And when I woke up this morning, I said, I'm going to speak life into myself and into my sisters. And so what I did was, I've had this book on my shelf forever, I Declare by Joel Osteen. Your words have meaning. Your words speak to you. So what are you telling yourself? There's power, life and death in the power of the tongue. And so I'm starting to speak life back into me, because you will eat the fruit that your words bear. Whatever you are planting, whatever seed you're putting in the ground, that's what you're going to have to eat. So I'm going to eat some good fruit. Real good fruit. I am not gonna eat dirt and that bad stuff. I don't want to, can't have it in my life. So I'm gonna speak positivity. I'm gonna speak abundance. I'm gonna speak life. I'm gonna speak growth. I'm gonna speak whatever it is that's good. I got it on my wall. Beauty, royalty, cuteness. I'm funny, I'm precious, I'm amazing, I'm all that. I'm special, I'm unique, I'm abundant, I'm unstoppable, I'm unemployable, I'm unregrettable. I am Darlene, I'm blessed, I'm golden, I'm talented, I'm called, I'm appointed, I'm anointed, I'm powerful, I'm prosperous, I'm a winner. I'm awesome. I'm delightful. I'm bold. I'm beautiful. I'm favored. I'm rich. I'm radiant. I'm set free. I'm delivered. I'm intelligent. I'm smart. I'm one of a kind. I'm more than a conqueror. I'm amazing. I'm precious. Oh my God. I am the bomb. I am the shit. You hear me? Do you hear me? I'm speaking life into me. Oh my God. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that.
But that's the power of it. That's
Absolutely.
the power of it.
Oh my God.
The truth over yourself. You always been waiting on somebody to do it for you. Start doing that for yourself.
For yourself. Absolutely.
Every single day. I
That's
feel
how you
it. I'm sitting
overcome
over here like, Lord Jesus, thank you, oh God, thank you, Lord. Yes, Lord. I'm everything you're saying, I'm receiving it for myself.
The power of their words is life or death, y'all. That is so serious. When you are saying those things every day, and even your children, she got a little boy back there, they hear you say that. Look at what they're gonna go to school saying.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's guys, listen, what do you want to be? What do you want to be? What do you want to do? Somebody asked me that question years ago, and I didn't understand it at the time. I thought all I wanted to be was work for somebody else, be a wife, take care of the kids. But there's so much more than that in this world that you are, that needs to be on top of that so that you can be a better wife, a better mom, a better person. It's like speaking words over your life is so important. We're always looking for somebody to motivate us. We're going on social media, we surfing through Facebook, we surfing through Instagram, watching everybody else making money, looking for somebody to motivate us. Even when we learn something, we don't do nothing with it. Why? Because we're not speaking anything over ourselves. Where's your self Bible at? Okay, where's your daily decorations at? Where are your affirmations at? What are you saying to yourself? What are you saying to yourself? So important. Are we on the last question? I just got on track. That was so good. That was so good. Yes. So the last question that we're going to have for this morning, and once again, guys, if you haven't gone to bit.ly/yoursuccess2019, please do. And these lovely ladies on panel are also going to let you guys know how you can get closely connected to them as well. So the last question is now, what are you going to do different? Or what have you done differently? I know for me, and I know this may sound cliche to most women out there who are wives, I do what I want to do. Point blank, period. Because when you live a life where you're helping everyone else do what they want to do, and it come time for you and you get all this backlash, do whatever it is that you want to do. You know, you got to have the blinders on sometimes, because even Gary Vaynerchuk said this the other day. When you're in the game, you're not listening to the noise of the crowd. I am not listening to the noise of the crowd. I'm doing whatever. I'm in the game. I'm so laser focused. Yes, I have fear, but just like Alita said, we are fearless. And my whole thing is that I'm going to keep going, whether I'm afraid, whether I get no support, whether I do get support. You know, because sometimes even get support, a lot of times we get the support from the wrong people that are not going to level us up, that are not going to take us forward, and are not speaking positivity over our business. So the biggest change that happened for me is my actions. I go every day. Even if I spell something wrong. The other day I did a post, I spelled it wrong. I still had over 200 comments on that post. I don't focus on perfection. I focus on moving. I could always correct what I messed up later on down the line, but I'm not going to let that stop me from going. Reading. Some of y'all read over posts like 10, 20 times because you worry about what somebody else is going to say instead of hitting it and moving on, hitting the share button, moving on. You know what I'm saying? Like, we focus on these minimal, minute things that don't mean nothing other than to yourself. You got to I'm so focused on providing everyone with a breakthrough that I'm not worried about the little stuff. So my biggest thing that has helped me tremendously that I've done differently is that I just act. I just hit the ground running. The minute I wake up, I'm on go. After I do my prayers, my haka, my meditation, all that stuff, I'm on go. I'm rushing the kids like, come on, eat. Mommy got to get on the live now. Let's go. And they know. Sometimes once you on go, everybody else is going to fall in line. And those who don't, they will trickle off. Stop worrying about everybody else. Set your momentum, set your tone, set your level of capacity. It's time to move. Don't wait on this person to support you. Don't wait on your husband to say, okay, we have the money now. That could be 10, 20 years down the line. And by then, you ain't going to even feel like doing the big idea that you wanted to do. Let's just be honest. Co-sign your own dream. Co-sign your own business. Co-sign your own passion. Stop waiting. We wait for everything. Right? We just have to keep going. We have to birth that thing. And we have to do it in fear, because any of y'all who ever have children, y'all know, we all love the idea of having kids, but we know that there's going to be pain involved. But when it comes to our businesses, we want to have a business, but we don't want to deal with the pain, right? But you got to get through that pain to what, darling? Get to the promise, get to the purpose, get to the freedom, and then you won't remember the pain no more. I'm telling you, that's how quick the pain, I'm telling you, that's how fast. Somebody asked me, oh, how did it feel to have baby V? I don't remember. All I remember is she came out right in the passenger seat of my car, and I just held, I was like, thank you, Lord. I have to go, woo! That's all I remember. I don't remember how it felt. Couldn't tell you. And what was that, a year ago? That's not that long ago. But again, you just have to keep going, keep birthing that thing, keep birthing that business. Whether you're a network marketer, whether you're a coach, whatever it is that you are, it's time to work. I know it's Saturday. I know it's tomorrow Sunday. Hello, it's time to work. Any day away from my job back in the day, I used to be working, y'all. I used to take off just so I could work my business. I used to leave early just so I could work my business. I came late. One time when I got my very first client, Helen. Helen was that's why I love Helen, y'all. Helen was my very first client, Helen Val. Okay, in my membership program. I had clients before that, but she was my first membership client. And I pulled up on the side of the road, Cross Island Parkway, on rush hour. And I had a consultation with her that day. And that's passion right there. Came and worked late, and I did not even care. Some of y'all afraid to do stuff or talk about stuff because you're afraid you're going to get fired. Let them fire you. Just get unemployment. And you'll be in the best position because you don't got a job holding you, that elephant, that mountain holding you in the way. Right? So it's just time to get to work. Go ahead, Alita.
Girl, you just took it out. You just took it out. But no, that's true. That's true. And really, in a nutshell, I have actually stopped making excuses not to work my business as well. That's and right. A lot of times we let things just come up and we let it just be like, oh, well, I need to do this for my business, but this. I need to say I got to do this for my business, and I got to put this down. I'm going to have to reschedule that. I'm going to have to tell that no more than I'm telling my business no.
That's right.
And that was the shift in my business. I had to sit my family down and let them know that this is what I have to do in order for me to do what I need to do for my family, right? And I'm telling y'all now, on these days, I have to do this. We got to work around the business schedule, around the family schedule. And I had to just start making sure that I am really laser focused on my business, right? And being intentional about my business. And I'm being selfish about it. I'm being unapologetic about it. I'm probably getting on somebody's nerves about it. And I'm okay with that. Right? And so when you're just, everything that you're saying, Letitia, is so true. We are so afraid of losing something that we want gone anyway. If I'm saying I'm unemployable, what do I care if my boss fired me?
We're so focused on what we're losing instead of what we're gaining.
Yes,
Lord.
Yes, that's so true. And so this has just been an amazing topic today. And like I said, I'm just gonna keep going. I'm going through it in fear, and I'm making sure that I'm intentional as relates to my business, and not making excuses not to work it, or not making excuses not to show up. I missed an opportunity last night, one that I don't normally miss, but when this one came up, I didn't care. What was I doing right now? Nothing. Probably was going to sit up and watch TV, or, you know what I'm saying, or something. I was going to fit something in today. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. Oh, yeah, I'm in. Last minute type stuff for my business. You know what I'm saying? Y'all to look at this. Oh, this is last minute. How they going to ask me to jump on the panel? And it's an hour before I got to get on there. But it's for your business. If a customer call you right now, you ain't going to be like, oh, I'm not going to answer the phone for my customer. Me not showing up is just telling my customers or my clients that, you know, you're not important. You don't matter. When I show up, I'm reminding them of why I'm here and why I'm here for them. I'm taking me out of the equation when I show up, right? And some of us, we seem to forget that. And I love these pop-ups. I love them. Because I'm going to try to jump in. I like doing pop-ups. They keep me on my toes. You know what I'm talking about?
We love the drive-bys. Oh, we're going to do a drive-by. Okay, let's go. And it's going to be 2 of us. That's fine. It's going to be 4 of us. Oh, we're going to have to get the van to do drive-by. We just sliding doors going like, driving on by. Right?
I'm reminding them. Look, I'm reminding them. I'm open. Hello, 24. I'm open. I got my phone right here. You can message me. I can multitask. Don't worry about what I'm doing. What you need. You understand? And they don't, some people don't know the capacity of which you're available. You know, they don't know if you don't get on there and show up and really be like, listen, I'm really, really here for you. But, you know, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't never see her. Is she still there for me? I don't know. I'm scared to reach out because I don't know what's going on. Don't worry about what's going on. Reach out. I'm here. So I'm just not making any excuses for my business. I'm making sure I'm being intentional about my business. I'm staying plugged in. I'm using the support of the Sales Success Academy, the ladies in there. Like today, you know, this just helps me keep going. You know, and I'm just staying knowledgeable in respect of my mission, the things that I can do better to help with any programs or services that I have to offer. And so I'm just doing everything that's just really intentional about continuing on my journey to actually have a live quit day, like really be in that moment, you know, really be there, really having a party for my quit day. You know what I'm saying? I see it and I feel it and I'm working towards that. And that's that thing that's keeping me going. And then the people that I'm going to affect along the way, the people that are also going to be able to live their dream through mine or something like that, you know, maybe get them out of their comfort zone and be like, you know what, this girl is really doing it. She's really going for it. I don't want to wait till she get there to see if she's going to do it, because the actions that she's putting forth right now are proving that this is going to work, that this is going to be what it's about. And I'm not waiting until the day that she's got the boat afloat. I'm finna get on there and build that thing with her. Let's go.
That's
you
right.
So that's go ahead.
Somebody out there got your money. You know, somebody got your money. They either spend it on the mall, on their husbands. Somebody got your money. We got to stop thinking that nobody can afford what we have to offer, or one person told me everyone's too cheap. Somebody got your money. You got to wake up every morning like, hey, I got to go find my people. And that's one thing that Alita touched on, is like just getting up and getting out there every day and just going from there, and having the people that want what you have see you constantly because they looking at your consistency level. But somebody out there walking around right now with your money in their purse, in their bank account. But because it's Saturday, you want to chill. You want to take a mini 2-day vacation, right? And then on Monday, you're like, how many of y'all got paid on Friday, only got $20 left? Or probably only got probably less than that. Like the quicker money comes in, the faster. You can't even keep money in your bank account. That's how your bank account, like Sears, they on liquidation right now. We liquidating it. That's what's happening. But come on now. Go ahead, Marielle.
Well, I have done a few things that are pretty uncomfortable to allow me to keep moving forward. And the first one had to be eliminating the toxic friends out of my life. The ones that drain the hell out of my energy. Listen, I have very little energy to begin with, and I can't do caffeine. So I can't allow anybody to take the little bit of energy I wake up with and take it with them. And I had a lot of those people surrounding me. People that will question my every move on my business. People that will bitch about my life. Oh, you didn't do this eyebrow right. Oh, you had some things in the background. Maybe you should do this. Maybe you should record the video this other way. They were in my inbox constantly telling me how to run my business when I had no idea what I was trying to do. And And so I had to eliminate them. I blocked them, I unfriended them, and I told them goodbye, but you don't have my best interest at heart. You're stressing me the hell out. I don't need to give explanations to anybody else because it is my business and it is my life. I am creating what I want to live in. And nobody has the blueprint but me. So why am I listening to everybody's opinions? Why am I worried about what they're going to think? They have no idea what I'm going to do. It's like when you do a dance performance, a choreography, right? If people don't know the choreography and you mess up, could have been part of the choreography. Nobody knows. So it's the same thing with your business. You know, any move you make, if it was intentional, like Alita says, if it's moving you forward, if it's helping you see what you don't want to do, what you don't like, then nobody knows that that wasn't part of the choreography. It was part of the choreography. That's what you tell them. So I eliminated the toxic people out of my life, and I am investing heavily in coaching programs, because not only I'm learning new skills, but these people hold me accountable. These people push me forward. These are the people I can be vulnerable with and tell them that I feel like I can't do it, and then tell me, no, that's not true, you can. So I think those are the two main things that you really want to do for your business right now. And of course, the ones that Alita said, no excuses. So hashtag no excuses. Hashtag no more toxic people. Nobody will drain my energy. And I'm investing in my mindset and in my coaching business, in the coaching part of my business. And that's what I'm doing differently.
That's amazing. Right there, you know, just off of what Marielle said, if y'all do those things in the next 30 days from now until the end of this month, your business and your life is going to change. I don't care what type of business you're in. Mm-hmm. You know, work ethic, nobody can teach you work ethic. It's just something that if it is not coachable, I mean, you can take all the time management classes out there in the universe, but nobody can teach you work ethic. Nobody can teach you execution. That's on you. That's on you. You got to wake up every day and go to bed at night and ask yourself, what did I do for me today? What did I do to push my legacy forward? What did I do to push my business forward? Or were you resting or helping somebody else? Some of you guys are checking even your emails, work emails right now, and you're not even at work. How much free time or alone time that you have, or volunteer time that you have given away for what? It's all about allocation. You're going to spend 13 hours a day on your business, or you're going to spend 13 hours a day for somebody else. Either or, it's a choice that you make every single day. Go ahead, Darlene.
Woo! What am I going to do differently? Well, as I stated earlier, I am speaking life. I am just doing it, going out there and making it happen. I'm staying plugged in to the mission, staying plugged into the groups that I'm a part of that's going to help take me to the next level. I'm staying connected to those around me that are there to help elevate me, not to bring me down. Because if I start listening to the people, if you start listening to the 97% of people that's not doing things anyway, then you become a part of that 97%. I want to be a part of the 3%ers. And so I'm surrounding myself with some 3%ers. I'm surrounding myself with someone who I want to become or be like, and not listening to those. I don't want that poor mindset passing over opportunities on a regular basis. I want to be rich, and just not rich with money, but rich in my mindset. I want to be rich in any and everything, my friendships, my relationships, and not have that poor mentality going on. So I am going to press that go live button. I'm going to get out of my own way, as Alita used to say some time ago. Get out of my way, and making sure that I'm feeding myself positivity, raising my vibration, just doing it, taking the action. That's the whole goal. That's what's going to get me out of this fear and complacency. Taking action, executing.
And your confidence level increases when you keep moving. And guys, listen, I mean, I'm so excited. I don't even know what to do with myself. I really am. And, you guys have to have another level of excitement for your business. Even when you don't feel that excited, if you're so into your why and into your mission, that alone should get you excited every single day. I mean, we make all these excuses of why not to do something. It's raining outside, or my hair is not done. My hair ain't done. Put a little wrap on it, rubber band, and keep it moving. We can't let these small things get in our way. Fear, either you're going to conquer it or it's going to conquer you. One way or the other, somebody's losing. You know what I'm saying? Either you're going to allow fear to lose or you're going to lose. And most of y'all have spent all year this year being losers. I mean, I don't mean to be mean or brash, but really, like, when you're honest with yourself, like, I'm brutally honest with myself. Like, if I effed up, I'm gonna say, Tisha, you really effed that up, or you really messed that up. And that way you could change it, but don't get stuck on that and allow that to put you down because you messed something up. It's always open opportunity to improve anything that you're doing. Anything. So you have to have that mentality and that tenacity on your own. Thank you, baby. To keep pushing and keep trying, to keep going. Even, there's times where I worked my business, even though I felt that I didn't have a chance. Even though I felt that, it's so saturated, everybody's doing the same thing I'm doing, or I'll go live and somebody else will go live after and just reuse the same information I talked about. You just have to keep going, ladies. I know it's hard, but you know what? It's not hard if you keep going. It's not hard if you keep pushing. It's not hard if you stop allowing fear to win each and every single day. And if you guys haven't learned anything else, please know and understand that even doing it afraid is something. It's something. So we're going to close out the show this morning. Might be back on tomorrow, probably around the morning time. We'll see. Make sure you guys are following me and staying tuned for that. And make sure that you guys head over to bit.ly/YourSuccess2019. So I'm going to have these ladies reintroduce themselves and also let you guys know how you can reach out to them. And everybody on this panel has something that you need. So please make sure that you are reaching out to them. They're actually going to provide their links inside the chat right now. So make sure that you're clicking it and putting your information in so that you can connect with them on a deeper level. So we're going to start off with Alita. Go ahead, sis.
Woo! Listen, if anybody has an issue with fear after today, what you need to do is go back and watch this.
That's right.
And then copy the link and save it somewhere so you can watch it, because you're going to have fear come up again. It's never going to go away. I have learned so much from these ladies tonight. Thank you all so much for blessing me with this opportunity, and y'all just coming out today and showing up. This was amazing. And thank you so much again, Letitia, for allowing us to come on the platform and just, like I said, just be truthful about what's going on with us. That's now. Right. How we're getting to our better selves, and we're just going to keep soaring. I just cannot wait to see where you all end up, right? And then keep going from there. So for those of you that are tuning in again here in the middle or at the end, my name is Alita Smith, and I am your reliable, results-driven accountability strategist. I help you recognize your worth by empowering you to take control of your actions while creating a more fit, energized, and transformed you. I am the founder of Growth by Steps, and my mission is to help you recreate the body that you desire versus buying it. I do this through my Growth by Steps tribe and also through my Keto Stride 90-day program. We are actually getting ready to do a soft launch that's going to be starting next week. So if you have already signed up for that, you're already in the go mode. So we've already closed that out. I've kind of just set that out for something just only for my tribe members. So if you're not in my tribe, you are missing out on opportunities to really take your health to the next level. So that tribe is Growth by Steps -Alita Smith. I will go ahead and put the actual link to the tribe in the comments. And that's just where I put people that I know need what I want. I don't do a lot of selling here in the forefront because, you know, people are not always interested in making a change in their lives. I show my transformation there. I do testimonials from, you know, previous clients, and also customers that are just utilizing the products. Some people have already purchased products. So they're like, well, how can I really maximize these products so that I can receive the transformation that you're providing, the transformation that I'm looking at while I watch you every single day transform right before my eyes. I see that. I've seen it in the last year. Go back and watch my lives from a year ago. Go watch and scroll through my photos. My page is public for a reason. It's my portfolio. So again, if you have not already joined the Growth by Step Tribe, please do so. We are incorporating a financial strand to that, and I'm just so excited about where that is going to take this movement. Again, Growth by Steps is about the woman's needs, the woman's wants, the woman's desires. You know, some things that you maybe didn't think you had a desire for, you may find out that you really did. So please come in there. I'm open to the woman that needs something more than what they already are experiencing right now in a closed setting, in a comfortable zone, in a safe, free zone, in a no judgment zone. So that is going to be Growth by Steps Alita Smith. There is a movement going on. Don't get left behind, honey. Don't watch the wave. Be a part of it.
Right. Yes. I love that. Don't watch the wave. Be a part of it. Yes. Go ahead, Mariel.
Well, thank you all so much for watching and for joining us this morning. Thank you, Leticia, for allowing us to speak on your platform. I was not planning on doing any of this. I partied pretty hard last night. I am hungover. And then I woke up to a message saying, who wants to be in this panel and talk about fear? And I'm like,
freedom.
I got to be on this panel today. Because I've been struggling with fear for a little while.
Yeah.
And I need to speak about it. So, and I need to show how it can be overcome, right? It can't be left behind. You can carry it with you. You just can't move in with him.
Woo!
So my name is Maria Morales, and I am the creator of the Life Artist Formula. I'm your diabetes, image, and confidence advisor. And I believe that every woman with diabetes deserves to fall in love with herself all over again, and to live a life free of socially imposed limitations and stigmas. And I'm going to help you transform that image from the inside and out so that you can be healthy, feel beautiful, be confident, and become the artist of your own life. And so I do all of this inside of my Life Artist University. But you can start by getting to be part of the Future Life Artists group. And that is by going to bit.ly/VIP Beauty Bar. And there you're going to get makeup tutorials, skincare information, confidence, emotional abuse talks, anything that you need to get rid of, we're going to talk about. And anything you need to add on to, you're going to hear about it inside of that group as well. So thank you all so much for watching. And then what are we going to do? We're going to kick fear in the butt.
In the butt. Yes, we're going to knock it right out. Yes. And go ahead, darling. Go ahead.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Leticia, thank you for even wanting to have this conversation. I think I had a huge breakthrough this morning, and I hope all of you ladies that are watching and those of you that are catching the replay have gotten a breakthrough as well. I believe that every woman should be financially independent and fiscally responsible to live her best life. What does that fiscally responsibility means? That you know how to handle your money. Not only that you make the money, you know how to keep it as well.
That's right.
My name is Darlene Anthony, and I am your money mindset maven. I am the CEO of Purpose to Freedom. You got to know what your purpose is so that you can be free. And I am the founder of the Money Mindset Movement. I help you define and develop a mindset of abundance, of richness, of growth, and freedom, not slavery, through education, empowerment, and encouragement. My mission is to help you enjoy and live an unregrettable life, that you're not living a life of regrets. and birth the true you, the you that you were supposed to be, the you that you want to be, that you have been dreaming of to be, in purpose, on purpose. I can be found. You can reach me on my business page, Purpose to Freedom, and as well as in my tribe, bit.ly/PTFM tribe. Come join us and see what's going on.
That's right. And once again, these awesome ladies are going to put their information in the chat for you guys. And make sure that you guys connect with them, all of them, because each of them have something that you need. So once again, ladies, thank you guys so much for joining us for another episode of The Success Show this morning. I will be back on a little bit later on today, so make sure that you're following me so that you get all notifications. And don't forget, head over to bit.ly/yoursuccess 2019. I'll see you guys soon. Have a good day. Bye, guys.